okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I see you're not. Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to one of Monsters videos. In today's video, this is going to be a Slugazoid review from level 1 to 150. I'll be showcasing level 100, I'll be showcasing level 110, which is rank 1, rank 3, which is 130, and then rank 5, which is the final level that you can get it to. By the way, this is sponsored by Social Point. They gave me enough cells, enough resources to review this monster. Once again, it is sponsored by Social Point. So here we go, 50 gems. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's go. Hatch it. That's what the egg looks like. Here we go. Slugazoid. Let's finish it instantly. Alright. So, oh, luckily I have the second rune slot open this time. The past few monsters that I reviewed, I've gotten all 3 locked. So Slugazoid, this is the baby form. Let's go ahead and put it in the vault. I hope I can. Okay, cool. Alright. So look at this adorable monster. I don't know. I kind of find him. I now find him a little bit adorable in a type of way. Like before, I didn't really like him. You know. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at the background. You guys see the background for the cosmic monsters? I just noticed it now. Wow. Maybe I'm a little late, but okay. We don't have to change the name or whatever. I'm gonna sell them anyways. Yeah. So once I review them, everything like that, I can even test him against friendly battles and stuff against you guys during live streams. I cannot win PvP battles for those of you that are new, and also I have to sell this monster later on, so it is just for the review. That's all. This is a stamina drainer. I hope you guys watched my monster analysis on this monster when I made it I think a week ago or less than a week ago. But yeah, all right. So we're just unlocking skills. Let's get it to level 100 real quick, just like that. Here we go. Level 50, level 70, 80, 90, and finally 100. So at 100, here is the monster stats: speed, strength, life, and of course stamina. Immune to freeze, or freeze, not phrase. Immune to freeze at rank 0, which is level 100. You have it unlocked right away. Let's go on and take a look at the skills. Let's see what we have. So removes 100% of stamina from one enemy, and it does moderate water damage. Alright, we have Agua Mala, which is a moderate water damage and decreases all stamina, or maximum stamina from all enemies. I am going to apply it right here for now. It deals very low water damage to all enemies, removes 50% of stamina from all enemies. That's actually a pretty good skill. Let's see what else we have. .com. I see what they did there. I mean, I said it in my analysis as well, but it's just a funny thing. .com. Moderate water damage to all enemies, applies stamina leak. Not really a big fan of that. I mean, you already have a 50% stamina removal. You don't really have to rely on that stamina leak, to be honest. It's gonna take a while for the stamina leak to do its thing, so having the maximum stamina decrease is the same thing, I'd say, right? Or better, I'm not sure. Hold on. What else we have? Who goes there? Moderate water damage, applies drowned. We have a AoE drown, but here's the thing, this is a spammable skill. As long as you have the stamina, you can spam the skill many times. Applies a 75% life shield to itself, applies damage mirror. Oof. Okay, you could run this if you want. This is the only spammable skill right here. Who goes there is the only spammable skill that this monster has. So these 3 skills, in my opinion, are pretty good, especially the 100% stamina removal with the 50% stamina removal. And then you can go with the AoE drown over this, but at the same time you could choose this because it's a 0 cooldown, because a lot of mythic monsters have cooldowns, right? They have AoE cooldowns, they have single cooldowns and stuff, so you could run Who Goes There just in case to be safe. I guess I'll go with this for now. Let's just run this for now, okay? I feel like we have all the good skills. Like stamina leak, once again, you can run this instead, you know? The drowned, 2 cooldown, the 75% life shield and damage mirror. I mean, what are you gonna run this monster, to tank or something? Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and unlock this 25 gems. Here we go. To me, this is a control type of monster, so what I'll do is give this monster team speeds. And I'm gonna go with these 3 level 7 team speeds, or actually, we'll give him 1 level 19 speed, just why not? I mean, it's there, right? It's there for a reason. So now we sort of boost up his speed, but not just him in battle. It'll also give team speed to his allies as well. So for the relics, this monster can hold a staff and a trap. So for the staff, I'm going to probably run the Cane of Atlantis. So when the turn starts, if any allies' stamina is below 50%, 109 points of stamina is given to them. And I'm going to run that, and also Trap. So for the Trap, you could run Taiga's Trap. So after being damaged by a skill, if the wearer's life is below 50%, it deals 10,000 points of light damage. Or you can go with something like the Layer Trap. When the turn starts, if any allies any wearer's life is below 75%, their speed is decreased. You can run so many other traps if you would like to. There is this trap. Once the battle begins, all enemies' stamina or maximum life is decreased, actually, not stamina. So you can run that. There are too many to choose from. What should I actually go with? I mean, the Layer Trap, Oblation Trap, after being damaged by a skill, if wearer's life is below 50%, to remove stamina from all enemies. It's a level 1. You know what? I'm going to rank this just a little bit. Probably to level 15 or 16. Here we go. And we're gonna run that, okay? Slugazoid level 100. Let's head over to adventure map. I am gonna go on the 600 something node. I don't know what it is. Here's what I'll run. I'm going to run Slugazoid, of course, and I'm gonna run a denier. So maybe this monster right here with him. And then we need an attacker, right? So I'm gonna run Lord Firestar, aka Quaxel Croc. We're going up against these monsters, and let's see who's taking the first turn. Of course, my denier, right? So I can go ahead and AoE cooldown down. What the heck? AoE cooldown down, right? There, you can also run Siamis with this monster and a few others if you would like to. You could just help them out with the team speed. Just do AoE cooldown down or something like that. You can even run the the Legends Pass monster, the Golden Legends Pass, the past one, the one that just passed. The season 11 one, I forgot his name, the nature one. You could run that as well because he has a single cooldown. He could also stun. So if you could get the monster to go first, and the enemies that you're not going up against doesn't have immune to stun, you can AoE stun them right away. So here is where we get the interesting stuff. So this monster is going next, right? I can go ahead and completely remove 100% stamina, so he has to charge anyways. And that gives me a chance to do some damage with this, right? You know, and stuff like that. But hey, remember, they all have cooldown, right? The only thing that really sucks about this monster is that even if you're gonna run a AoE cooldown monster, or let's say a single cooldown, if you're gonna go up against a monster like Armor Claw or another monster that has a 0 cooldown skill, you could get destroyed. So you gotta watch out from that. So for now, what I'll do is remove the 50% stamina and do some damage. So that removes some of the stamina, right? They're gonna have to recharge. And I'll do some damage here just in case. Why not? And let's see, it's their turn. They're gonna have to charge up, or he has a 0 cooldown. Okay, I'm gonna charge up. Take a look at this. So they all have less than 50%, or they should have actually, but they sort of they recharged. They recharged because of their cooldown. Now you can go with the drown skill. This is, by the way, a 0 cooldown if you want to do some damage to them just in case. Or you could run the Agua Mala, which decreases all maximum stamina. Just go ahead and run that. So take a look at this. She's going next, right? You see the stamina? You guys see the stamina? Take a look at their stamina. So instead of this monster having over 140 stamina or something, he just has 140. This monster has 70 stamina. You see, 42 out of 70. So basically that's that. Let's go ahead and do some damage there as well. Here's another thing. You could run the physical skill on this monster as well over the 0 cooldown skill, because now that I remember from my analysis, I think the physical skill has a 0 cooldown. It's a spammable. So do you really want to run this? I don't know. It's really debatable. Maybe I could. Maybe I should. I don't know. The 50% chance of applying freeze, I don't know if you want to rely on that, to be honest. Maybe just to do the low physical damage each turn. That's a maybe. You can also, let's see, suffocating mucus applies drown to all enemies. You can run this as well over slug charge if you would like to. Or you can run the suffocating mucus over blizzard blast if you would like to as well. Because the AoE, the 50% stamina removal, I don't think you need that if you're going to run this monster with a CDA monster. Like, for real. As long as you don't go up against a monster like Armor Club, because you have to remember to subscribe, and it requires 0 cooldown, and it does a ton of damage, of course. And so 0 cooldown, 0 stamina. You don't, even if you remove their stamina or something, you can't really do much. So that part sucks. We're gonna go on and rank this monster up to rank 1. Here we go, 25 gems. Alright, let's go on and feed it. This is when you unlock Immune to Blind. Immune to Blind, it could come in handy in some cases. Maybe if you're going up against a monster like Alien or any other monster that applies the blind. I'm not sure about total blind. I think that also works. Or is it just a 50% blind? I'm not sure. We're gonna have maybe have to test that out. But now it's a 105. Here are the stats. And if you want to see it without the team speed, it's 6,696 speed. Okay? So got it. Let's go on and go to adventure map. This time we're gonna go up against, no, not the boss, not the big boss. That's a little too tough. We just need a 1 wave. Just a 1 wave, not a 2 wave. Okay, maybe this one right here. Okay. So once again, if you want to run CDA monster with this monster, it works out great. You can also, of course, you have to run your attacker, of course. That makes sense. I'm gonna go and apply CDA in the beginning. They're gonna go ahead and have to charge up. Come on, come on. Go ahead and charge up. Okay. And then it's Slugazoid's turn, right? And I believe that was, yeah, King of Atlantis. So you guys see that? King of Atlantis kicked in and he got some stamina because one of their stamina triggered, I think it was Eeltron's Mask that removed some of the stamina or something. I don't think it was Eeltron's Mask, was it? Yeah, it was. This is the spammable skill, so let's say if you get hit with CDA, you can just use this every turn and do that. You can, I guess I could go ahead and maximum stamina decrease them real quick. So take a look at it, 70 stamina, and 140. I don't think it actually landed on this monster, that's why. And same thing happened last battle. Here you can just do your damage, of course, just like usual, just like that. I am gonna go ahead and do some damage there. Let's put it on 4x speed. So they're gonna do their thing. Slugazoid has 0 stamina, right? But hey, remember, I have King of Atlantis. When that triggers, when I get my turn, when that triggers, I'll get my stamina back. So take a look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and charge up. Watch Slugazoid now. So if you're gonna run King of Atlantis or any other type of stamina buff or stamina obtainable, what's it called, staffs, if you want to, you can go on and run that. So take a look at this. I can go ahead and remove 100% stamina if I want to from Ruby, or I could do the drowned if I want to. So you could apply the drowned while they have the maximum stamina decrease, which makes them hard. It just makes it more difficult for them to actually do something here. So yeah, you guys get the point, right? The monster overall is not too overpowered, in my opinion. He's somewhat decent. He's good, you know, but he's not that overpowered, you know. Let's go ahead and break it out, rank up. Let's go. Okay, so that's 120. You don't unlock anything at 120. I do want to showcase the. What's it called? His stats at 120 for those of you that are gonna get him to 120. So just for that, here you go. Here are the stats: 11,050 power, life, and the speed right there without the team speed. It's 7,475. Alright, now we can go ahead and get back to the ranking. Break it out, and rank up. Here we go. Let's go. Go to feed. This is when you unlock a damage mirror. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of that because any monster could remove that easily. It's not a trait or something, right? It just gets removed because it's a... you could call it a status caster if you want. Alright, 130, that is a rank 3 right there. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out on PvP now. So instead of running Mad Infusion, I'm gonna run my, what's it called, Guy-Diego monster, or Guy-Diego, with Slugazoid, just like that. And we're gonna go ahead, oh wait, before I actually get into it, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and open it. Oh, cool. Tier 1, I'm not expecting anything good. Let's go ahead and fight. Here we go. Alright, let's see. We're going up against a Siamese. Okay, not the best runes, but okay, it is what it is. So my CDA monster goes first. I can go ahead and apply CDA right away, just like that. And then I can AoE stun them. so they're AoE stunned. And then here's what you want to do. You do want to go with the maximum stamina decrease right away. So look at their stamina. Not the mythics. I mean, you can take a look at the mythic stamina, of course, as well. It brings it down to 120, right? This one's 70. And next turn, when you what's it called? Do that one skill. Hold on, let me charge up. The drown skill, right? The AoE drown. That's gonna help you out a ton as well. So each turn, aside from the damage, it removes 50% of stamina. And you can even do more on top of that. Like, you can remove the 50% stamina, right? If you're gonna run that 50% removal stamina skill, the AoE one, you can go ahead and do that as well. It's gonna help you out. So removes 100% of stamina. If I would like to, I could go ahead and just remove stamina, just like that. Okay, what is Simon is gonna do? Recharge, of course. Yeah, let me go ahead and leave this battle before I win. But there we go. That is a 130 Slugazoid. Now we're gonna go ahead and break it out. Here we go, rank up. We're gonna get this monster to rank 5, and we're gonna review it. But before I do that, here is the stats for rank 4. For those of you wondering if you're gonna get him to rank 4, just rank 4. Here are the stats without the team speed. Those are the stats. And now, finally, rank 5. For those of you that have been waiting, finally we could get this monster to rank 5, which is the maximum level, of course. Achievement unlocked. Oh no, I got 20 free gems just for doing this. Okay, level 150. Cool. Alright, here are the stats for those of you wondering. So he's gonna have 17,680 power, 209,746 life, 10,272 stamina, or sorry, not stamina, imagine. But that's just the speed, and 280 stamina. Alright, so I wanted to test out the 150, but PvP, it's out of hand. I'm just gonna go ahead and go up against my teammates. So he has a 120 armor claw, 150 and 130. So it's not really that bad. My monster takes the first turn even though he's a 150. I'm gonna go ahead and apply CDA. So here is what I meant earlier. So for example, armor claw, right? That one skill of his, the one that requires no stamina or none of that, right? Whoa, that's powerful. It's because he's a water monster, that's why. So here's what I'll do. I'll dang it. So in actual battle, when you're going to go up against what's it called, players with 150 mythics, this shouldn't happen. No, it's just because my monster is a 150 and look at the power, 17,000. I mean, never mind, this monster has more power, but still though, it's just he's destroying right now just because he's at 150. Okay, let's go ahead and go with the total damage reduction. So that's literally the only thing that could stop armor claw, basically. The total damage reduction, if this monster has 0 stamina, it's basically he could still damage you, he could still destroy you, right? Like, let me go ahead and do that real quick. So that does some damage to the other opponent's monster as well, not just one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this monster. But back to what I was saying. So like, even if you apply CDA on armor claw or something, or another monster that has a 0 cooldown skill that requires 0 stamina as well, then that's just his nemesis. That's his nemesis. But if you could apply the total damage reduction against them, that could stop him. Or total blind. Total damage reduction or total blind both works. So I can't do anything here because evasion, all that stuff, so I'm just gonna go and charge up. Although I could do some damage to Diana here, but let's just go and charge up as well. And I can't do anything, so I'm gonna charge up. Let's see. Save Rossi God, I was expecting that. Now you could also run Ingevar's, no, never mind, not Ingevar's banner. That's a banner, that's not a staff. I just remembered. I was gonna say you could run that, but no, you can't. Alright, so that decreases their stamina. It didn't land on this monster, and this monster has a dodge area, that's why. But we can go on and get rid of Andana real quick. So now it's just down to World Lad, and you know, World Lad's gonna die as well. GG's. Okay, so we're gonna test it out one more time, okay, but maybe with a different team. I don't know, I kind of want to test out with a different team. So for example, maybe a different attacker instead of this. Let's see, Tremor, no. Wormlad, Armor Claw, Quax, Kotor. I really don't know. I mean, another CDA monster that I have is Tremor. I could run it with Tremor if I'd like to, but this monster's faster, so I'm just gonna run. What's it called? What's his name? The CDA monster. Gaidigo for now. So it's a 100, 110, 120. That is not good. So they're starting off with evasion. Here you really can't do anything if you go up against evasion or something. Removing stamina, I don't think that really works, does it? Through evasion? No, you need Pierce for that. So here you really can't do anything. Once again, you just have to charge up. You just gotta let them do their thing, unfortunately. So the damage mirror, whatever damage they do against my monster, it'll just be reflected back. So let's see what's gonna happen here. The only monster I could attack right now would be him. By the way, this is a 100 Ragnarok. That's why it's so strong against it. It shouldn't be this strong. So in an actual battle, it'll probably, like, let's say if it's a 130 Ragnarok against this monster, it'll probably just do half the damage of that, or probably somewhere close to that. Okay, stamina removal. See, that's perfect right there. Look, no stamina, nothing like that, right? He could still attack against Slugazoid. So, what's his name? Armor Claw is really his nemesis, and other monsters that has 0 stamina. Like Muchi, one of his skills requires 0 stamina and 0 cooldown, I believe. So in this case, I'll just go with the total damage reduction because that's the only way I can stop him right now. Literally. I could also freeze him. Let's go with the life thingy. Life over. Life over does a ton of damage because it's water against fire, of course. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off Armor Claw there. So we're gonna charge up. This monster, I could go ahead and freeze him. Yeah, so the 50% chance of freezing, I mean, if you're gonna run a monster that could buff his accuracy, that'd be good. That'd actually be good. Because the stamina, you really don't wanna rely on the 50% stamina freeze. So he has Celestial that gives him immunity to stun, bleeding, and mega stun, but not freeze. But anyways, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Slugazoid review. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button, also subscribe. I'll be doing a hardy review as well from level 1 to 150. So make sure you have notifications on because that will be coming out very soon. But yeah, once again, it's really debatable if you want to run the Slug Charge over one of these skills. So you have the Stamina Leak. You also have this Deadly Snowflake if you want to run. I don't really want to run this, to be honest. Like the big shield and 100% damage mirror, you already have the 50% damage mirror, and it's a type of skill that could be removed right away, right? Like the big shield and the 100% damage mirror, that could be removed right away. If you're going to go up against like Wormlad or something, or any monster that could remove positives. Who goes there? This is a 0 cooldown, but hey, it requires a stamina, and the only thing it does is drown. That's all. The 50% stamina removal, I don't know. If you want to run it, you can. But what if you're going to go up against dodge area monsters or something? Like Grakon and Wormlad and a few others. So yeah, you really got to watch out from that. But anyways, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.